I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. DELE Farotimi deserves several international awards for his book, The Nigerian Criminal Justice System. In fact, as I was climbing down to come and record this message, I was thinking that people like DELE Farotimi should be the president of this country. Number one, his age. Number two, is a detribalized Nigerian. Number three, his experience in the hands of the wicked men in this country, and that is the justice system, and the willingness for him to risk his life for the good of others. He deserves to be the president of this country. I think we can start a movement around that. Now, what is the value of a Nigerian life? Before now, I used to say that every European cow gets $2.5 as subsidy every day in the EU, a minimum of $2.5 as subsidy in the EU on a daily basis. Times 30 is about $75 a cow. The minimum wage in Nigeria is 70,000 naira. That is, a European cow is more valued than a Nigerian worker. The budget for health for the average Nigerian many years back is about $8 per annum. The European cow gets $10 in subsidy in 4 days. That goes to buttress my point that in the eyes of the two nations, a European cow is more valuable than a Nigerian citizen in the eyes of the Nigerian government. Now, the video that was sent to me from the US, I couldn't understand the Yoruba much, but very dark man and my Ovevekuve sister, Yesufu, my sister Yesufu, she did a video on that subject matter. And I was thinking, so DELE Farotimi was right about the Nigerian criminal justice system. How can a magistrate sentence a 17-year-old boy to death, to die, for stealing a chicken? Number one, if a 17-year-old boy decides to go and vote, he will be arrested for underage voting because the minimum age for voting in Nigeria is 18. That young man was a minor and he was to be tried in a juvenile court, not in an open court. For a magistrate, therefore, to sentence him to fine, that magistrate must have been, number one, either very wicked and devilish or murderous or bloodthirsty, or he must have been compromised very badly to punish that young man and his family. And so, sentencing a man to fine because of a chicken, it means that the value of the chicken is equivalent to the man's life. He did not kill any person in the process of stealing the chicken. In fact, he should have been rehabilitated. And so, this legalized judicial jungle justice system is evil. The value of the Nigerian soldier is also like that. You see them in the battlefront drinking water from dirty ponds, crying for food, crying for various things. Even the Nigerian policeman that is used as an oppressor. Go and look at the barracks he's living in, broken down. Look, some of them sleep in cars, abandoned vehicles in the police station. Look at them in the roadblocks. They sweat, they suffer, they are tired, they are dirty, but a few individuals at the top grab things. You sentence a man, a young boy, kept him in detention for up to 10 years. If not for social media that cried out, that boy would still have been there. And somebody will be at home with his own children and send his children overseas. And they want to enjoy the luxuries of the good life there, just like as I did. And then you will criticize Kemi Badnock that she's demarketing you. God punish all of you for demarketing Nigeria with your evil attitude. The demarketing from home is worse than the demarketing from overseas. The value we have for people. One man, the national secretary of one party, I don't want to call his name, carried a vice principal, locked him in the trunk of his car because of the son's phone that was seized in Abuja. So the vice principal is less important compared to your phone, your son's phone. For those of you who come here and talk rubbish and defend the oppressive generation I belong to, you're a fool. You don't have sense. You are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. To defend the wickedness. And it doesn't relate to the elite alone. Just in the town where I live here, somebody was buyed because of dirty market. Dirty market. They went and buyed another one. Dirty market. For you as a cultist to shoot your fellow citizen because of a girl. You see the escort of a governor crack somebody's windscreen because one person is traveling. Sad. I spoke to some people in Swiss Spirit Hotel in Port Harcourt. I told them that I'm not leaving this country. I will stay here. I owe this country. But my children can't stay here and suffer what they did not create. If I suffer it here, I created it. My generation created it. I owe this country. But my children don't owe this country this form of wickedness, injustice, and lack of value for human life. If social media did not scream now, and we didn't have a responsive governor like Governor DELE, that boy will rot away. And how many are in prison like that all over this country? There is an urgent need for a review of the Nigerian criminal justice system, total review. And when a man that is alleged to have stolen 82 billion is walking free, somebody is in prison for a chicken. It's terrible, it's sad.